Okay. Um, this is a, as you can hear, I'm speaking from outside because I have a perp who's here, and I wanted to make a video, and show the type of people who can gaslight you. I was, I just got back from a place and we're waiting for a car ride, and of course, I was like looking away all the time because I know they were trying to have me look at the kids so they can create these nasty perceptions. And then I saw some people dragging like a cooler or some sort. I was like, oh no. Let me look down. I look down immediately and try to like look away. As I'm looking away, because I'm staring down, I can see in my peripheral somebody who is very short, and I can see their pants. They start giving me like this curvaceous perception about this person, which is most likely 100% a kid. Just about because of the height. I didn't see anything else but the pants. And there they just try to create some like perceptions of like of some sort. And it was just disgusting. But you see this person looked at me, and she was supposed to gaslight me to make me subscribe. She looked at me and make this weird face like oh my god, it's so you. And she looked at me. At first I didn't recognize. She was like looking at me kind of smiling. So I was like, oh, she's just being smiley and friendly. But then I realized, oh no, she would think that because she looked at me and shook her head like that, I'm going to subscribe to this. She doesn't understand that this is my 200th video also. That this is the things they do. The reason why I was looking down in the first place is I know if I look at this person, if it's a kid, they're going to have me some nasty perceptions. And so I looked down. Obviously, the only thing I saw is the pants, like from the waist down. And because the shortness, I'm sure is a kid. And I know they gave me this like false perception of this kid, which I think is a kid. I don't know. I couldn't describe anything else, but I know she was wearing white pants and maybe like blue or something like that. And then in my mind, they try to create different perception in a sexual way. Try to give this kid some voluptuous. I know it was falsified because when they force you that much, it's just it's like this is not natural. But if there's even a child in my peripheral, they start creating this thing. But the sad part is seeing this person try to gaslight me. Do you think I'm going to subscribe to this? How many times am I going to say? In my mind, perceptions are manipulated in the most perverted way and toward children. My mind and reality are not the same thing. I've understood this. And this is because as a black woman, in regular life, this person, I would look at her like somebody who's rational. But I understand gaslighting. I'm in a program where they want you to accept these things. They want you to subscribe to these things. They want you to think that this is you, that this is happening organically. She was looking at me and just like shaking her head. And now I'm like realizing, oh, she was just trying to gaslight me. I thought she was just being like friendly. And then I'm like, I just connected it. It's like I just understood what she just meant. She was looking at me, smiling, like having this weird smirk to get me to subscribe to these things. Because they want me to subscribe to this nastiness. And I'm not. Of course I know I'm not gonna, naturally I would, whatever this kid is, I will never have this perception. I understand. But even me looking down, if there's something in my peripheral, they can create perceptions. They've done it many times. I've talked about before. But I was really trying to look away, and if there's something around me like that, boom, that's it. And they have control of what I look at. So I need to completely block it out, or my eyes are going to be forced to see these things. And when I look at these kids, and they're gonna try to create a sexual perception of some sort, and these kids know this, so they try to make sure they walk in a way where there's some kind of peripheral. And then you see somebody who's trying to like shake their heads, like, you really think this how is it even possible? I'm literally looking down. How can I can't even describe this person. Just knows they're short, and that's that. And white pants. I couldn't even tell you what they look like. But that's what they do. Now this is like my 200th video, and I talk about this all the time. And I'm outside because this purpose living here, and they're supposed to make me subscribe to that. These people couldn't even say way more. And you see these people shaking, and I know black, white, whatever race it is, they're gonna be involved in this. As a target individual, you gotta be strong, because people all around you are gonna try to make you subscribe to these manipulations. And they're like, black girls. I go, okay. Do you think I'm subscribing to this? Reality is that these people have been forcing people, this purpose have been forcing people to have disturbing perceptions of children. Pedophilia centric. It doesn't take much. That was an example of that. Didn't take much. Just from the lower part, they start creating some kind of curvaceousness or something, just to make me look at this kid, who I presume is a kid, in this nasty way. These people are disgusting, and they're supposed to get you to accept these things. You don't even, like, I couldn't even tell you what this person looks like. And you hear these bottom feeders try to gaslight you. Oh, they'll be watching you get raped and all that. Listen, I'd rather get raped every day of my life than do what they do. These people couldn't even say Roy Moore. I was in a place where there's a bunch of people. If I said Roy Moore and looked at them, they would have all looked away. Well, me, they have to create this perception. How do you think this is even natural? I couldn't even see this person, and this is that literally too, for me to have this perception. And she's like, and I'll have a video tomorrow about it. She really she starts shaking her head up. Really, like, oh my gosh. Can you imagine a woman like that try to gaslight somebody into accepting? This is my life. This is the target individual life. You have people all around the world who try to make you subscribe, and they're like, oh, they're paid. They're low-life pedophiles that want you to accept these things. And I'm here next to people who work and day in and day out to make you subscribe to these things. And they tell me how they're going to torture me, they're going to do this, they're going to rape me. Like, listen, this dignity, my death. But one thing is for sure, no matter what kind of gaslighting, no matter who's gaslighting, I will never subscribe to these things. I understand what program I'm in. They try to make me accept this new version of this persona that they created, where they force my perceptions onto anything that's children like to turn into something pedophilia like. To all my target individual, stay strong. And they, I was in this place and everybody was like, oh, you sound smart. I'm like, no, I don't care how I sound, as long as you can understand what I'm saying. My point is to speak about what's happening to me and to at least be understood, if possible. But these people are forcing me to do these nasty things, forcing me to have these disgusting perceptions. Let me repeat this. They're forcing me to have disturbing perceptions and creating perceptions that are sexual. And it doesn't take much. I know it's falsified. Now, as I'm saying that, they're like, oh, burn him, kill him. It's like, yes, I understand. You think that's going to validate you. You guys are pedophiles and do the perfect type of torture. I can bring up another testimony for saying that you force perverted perceptions. And this is what you do. That's what you guys do. And I was seeing this, all kind of people from black women. Do you think I think this? I went to Rwanda. I went to a place in the middle of nowhere. I'm not going to subscribe to this false perception, no matter who does this to me, no matter who gaslight me. I understand. This is not just a random thing happening. This is a organized program that is forcing people to subscribe to this false reality. This is gaslighting on steroid. Another level. That people around you are supposed to make you subscribe. And I heard this person in advance everything is set up. I got it. I'm just like, okay. And then she looks at me like, do this. I'm like, okay, I understand. You're a perp. And you're going to try to make me subscribe to these things. To all my target visual, know yourself, because people like her or other people will try to make you accept what's happening to you. So I know for me, because I'm not subscriptive, even to people like that are supposed to be sensible individuals, are not making me subscribe to this. And they use these childlike people who they have no shame. They're like, oh no, they are, it's you. When they do the perfect type of torture. I was watching this thing, and there's somebody behind me, a perp, telling me, oh yeah, it's you, it's your truth. It's like, oh my gosh. And I look at her, she couldn't even look at me. She probably thought I was always going to take a picture of me and talk about what this person is talking about. It's going to be humiliating, but do not subscribe to any other.
Voice to skull. This involves the projection of voices, noises, and music directly into my mind to communicate with me in real time and at the speed of thought. And it also includes the manipulation of thoughts, emotions, and perceptions in the person's mind. Additionally, the targeting is all highly perverted and sexual, as well as destructive and violent. Manipulation of thoughts, emotions, and perceptions in the person's mind. Additionally, the targeting is all highly perverted and it's in my environment before I can. And if something is hidden out of my sight, they can tell me where it is, if they want me to see it. Likewise, they can also make me not see something that is right in front of my face.